Good morning. It's time to get in touch. Brought to you by Geisinger Muncie and Jersey Shore. State-of-the-art healthcare close to home. Every week, this public affairs show shines a spotlight on people and programs in our communities that improve the quality of life in Lycoming County and beyond. I'm Freddi Hammer, host of In Touch and news director at Backyard Broadcasting. Well, today we are talking baseball, big time. Joining us is Gabe Sinicropi Jr. He's the vice president of marketing for the Williamsport Crosscutters, fresh off a successful Hot Stove Banquet. The Crosscutters are also gearing up for a milestone 2026 season, and we have lots of things to ask Gabe. Good morning to you.
Freddi, it's awesome to be here.
And we're so excited. This is like the school during the summer. Like you think, oh, it's just the summer. There's nothing going on.
Right.
But this is when everything is going on.
Yeah, lots of stuff happening at historic Bowman Field this summer. So we can't wait to get it underway. You know, today, when we're doing this program, we are exactly 100 days from opening night. So the countdown really begins to June 2nd.
Do you have any kind of tally that's on the website or anything
Nothing
like
on the website. I have it on my calendar right now. Every day I can see, we're at 97 days. It just, makes me more nervous as we get closer and closer of all the things that have to be done before we open the gates. So,
Gabe, you got this ready? Got this ready? Got this ready?
Exactly. Yeah, but we will be ready, I guarantee, at 5:30 on June 2nd.
I totally believe it because you guys got it all together over there. You got a great staff. You got lots of people who are interested and involved. And the MLB Draft League is just taking off, really, isn't it?
Yeah, it's really gone great. And this is, is this year 6, I think, maybe, of the MLB Draft League. So there's a change in the league this year.
Okay.
The Frederick Keys have now become the Class A affiliate of the Baltimore Orioles. So they are leaving the league.
Okay.
And the Aberdeen Ironbirds, who were the Class A affiliate of the Orioles, will join the league. And Aberdeen, very familiar to us and to everybody who are old-time Crosscutters fans. Aberdeen was in the New York Penn League with us for a number of years as well. So back with us in to be the 6th team in the MLB Draft League this year.
Is that about the same distance for them as well?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, it's not much different as far as travel-wise. So, yeah, absolutely.
Well, great. One of the things that does happen in the off-season is the Hot Stove Banquet.
Yeah.
And you guys just had a great run and really helped out a great charity that we love around here.
Yeah, last month we raised over $10,000 for the United Way of North Central Pennsylvania.
Yay. Former
Phillies All-Stars Ricky Bottalico and Dominic Brown were our special guests, along with ESPN Hall of Fame baseball analyst Tim Kurchin, who appeared for his 6th Hot Stove Banquet with the Cutters.
He must like it here.
He does like it. He's here in the summer for a couple of weeks for the Little League World Series and the MLB Little League Classic, and a great friend of the Crosscutters. Tim is just a delight to have. He always hits a home run at that event, and people come to that event just to hear his stories, really. Someday, I always say, we're going to do a Hot Stove Banquet where he's the only guest, and we interview him for, an hour.
Because get the whole story.
Yeah, it can just go on and on. I mean, he is just marvelous. And so we raised over $10,000, as I said, for the United Way at that banquet, and one of our favorite nights of the year. If you weren't at the banquet, you can check out our Facebook page, and you can listen to all of the interviews that were done with Bottalico, Brown, and Kurchin.
Do you get some of the players that are close by to come to the Hot Stove Banquet?
Well, we don't really have players that are close by for the most part. So they're from, all over the United States. So, we have a few special guests every year and do some fun interviews and have a lot of fun with them and some great auctions.
I was going to say, did you pick up anything at the auction?
I did not buy anything, but we had some really great items, some that go for, thousands of dollars.
For their man cave.
That's right. That's exactly right. Plus a great trip to a Yankees game, all first class.
Nice.
Really cool. So that's always one of the highlights of the auction.
Do you pick a new person to receive the funds this year, or when do you decide for the next year?
We used to. Okay. We used to do an RFP for nonprofits to get the proceeds from that banquet. And a few years ago, we settled on the United Way, who had been a recipient in the past once or twice, but decided, the United Way helps numerous programs throughout the county. And so we thought that let's have it benefit the United Way from here on out.
They're a good umbrella.
Yeah, exactly, and can help many different organizations and programs.
Now, you're talking about the things that happened in the wintertime, also choosing people to sing the national anthem, as well as choosing host families, which is what we've just really heard about this week.
Yeah, so host families, we're always looking for host families. If you'd like to possibly house a Crosscutters player at your home in the summer, there's some great perks. You get free season tickets, Cutters cash, on-field recognition, and more. Contact us. You would contact Nate Schneider in our office. He heads up the host family program. You can get him at nate@crosscutters.com, real easy email address, or call the Cutters hotline at 570-326-3389. Always looking for more spots for our players to stay.
It sounds like it would be such a fun time for like a high school student who's in the baseball program and then meet somebody who's on the way of some great baseball.
Or even younger, having younger kids who are playing even T-ball in Little League. And I mean, we've had host families all 33 years we've been here in Williamsport, and some of the relationships that have been fostered through that program, are still going on. With
the families and the kids?
Yeah, absolutely.
Who are now adults.
They go to their weddings and all that kind of stuff. So
that's precious.
So it's really a cool program, and if people are have the ability to do it, we'd love for them to get in touch with us. No obligation. Call us, find out more. And as you mentioned, our anthem auditions. So we're always looking for performers for the national anthem. Doesn't have to be a singer per se. I mean, if you have an ensemble of instruments or whatever.
Sure.
Something, different. We love different. So, or singers, get in touch with us. We haven't put out the call for it yet, but it's always out there. You would just need to send us an audition. Send us a video or even just audio of you singing the national anthem. And you can send that to our overall email address, which is mail, M-A-I-L, at crosscutters.com, or for more information, also you can give us a call.
I met a really great In Touch guest, the Williamsport Civic Chorus, because of them singing at the Crosscutters game.
How about that? Yes, they sing annually at a Cutters game, and I'm sure they will be on some night again in 2026. We love having the chorus there.
Great bunch of folks.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's so much of it's like a neighborhood networking when you go to a baseball game.
We call Bowman Field our community front porch.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, you're out there, you see people you haven't seen in a long time.
Yes.
They may just be friends or people that you don't necessarily see all the time, and the opportunity to connect and have that experience together of being at Journey Bank Ballpark and enjoying a Cutters game. So yeah, it is really just like a community front porch.
Is there an award that you've won because of the groundskeeping or something there? Or been recognized for it?
We have not won a groundskeeping award, ironically, even though, and I say this not being biased, even though I am biased, we have the best playing surface really in the country.
Okay.
We're at least as good or better than everywhere.
It's gorgeous.
Including major league facilities.
Yeah.
So, when the major leaguers come in, they're amazed at that. And the reason for that is we're not going to pat ourselves on the back. It's Major League Baseball employs the head groundskeeper now at Journey Bank Ballpark because of the MLB Little League Classic. So he's there 12 months a year taking care of that field. It doesn't get a ton of use. We're a short season club.
Okay.
So we have 40 home games. There's some college games and some high school games on there as well.
Okay.
And, of course, the MLB game. But overall, that's not many games over the course of a season. So the field is meticulously taken care of.
It really is.
The turf replaced every few years, and it doesn't get that everyday use like a major league field would, or even a long season minor league team. So we've won awards, but we've never gotten, the best field or the groundskeeper award.
We'll put it out in the universe.
Yeah, I mean, my gosh, it's it's certainly deserving of that. There's no doubt about it. A lot of people, when they come to the field, now you've been on the playing surface a number of times, Freddie, they wonder, even when they're right there, a foot away from the grass, they wonder if it's artificial turf.
It's perfect. It is perfect.
It's
Gabe.
like, no, that's grass. That's grass and dirt, and it's the real thing.
We got to dig our little toes in there. We don't get our shoes off out there.
It just looks like it's so
green and perfect.
Yeah, it is. So, but yeah, it is a great playing surface for the players.
What did it look like 100 years ago?
Well, 100 years ago, it looked pretty good because it was brand spanking new, right? It was just built in 1926, and it looked pretty good. But good in 1926 and good in 2026 are kind of two different things.
I'm thinking
back then, if it was just the grass was growing and it was pretty level, they were happy, right?
Yeah, so the bases didn't slide around.
Yeah, I mean now it's just turf management.
Yes.
Is just so much different than it was even 30 years ago. And if you even look at, major league games, look at old tapes, not that old, back in the 80s and 90s, you look at major league fields and you would say, oh, that doesn't look very good.
Knowing what we know now.
Knowing what we know now. That's exactly right. And so, it's just totally different. Now it's just everything is pristine. Everything is in immaculate condition, from the dirt to the grass to the mounds to the area around home plate. The amount of time, effort, and money that goes into that would stagger people's minds. It really would.
Aren't we lucky?
Yeah.
To have this wonderful experience because somebody works hard to make it beautiful.
That's absolutely right. Our head groundskeeper now is Drew Romansky. He's worked for the Mets. He's worked for the Cubs, the Brewers as well, and now he's with us. Last year was his first year. We've had a few different head groundskeepers since this MLB relationship, but they all do a great job. And right now, Drew is, I'm not sure where he is exactly, but they, will send him out to all these other places where they're building fields or rehabbing fields. Now, he was out getting fields ready for the World Baseball Classic all over the world. Went to Tokyo, he went to Puerto Rico, and they work on these fields and get them ready for international competition or any special MLB game as well.
Tell me a little bit about the World Baseball Classic.
Yeah, so that's coming up, and that happens every couple of years. It's going to start March 4th, continues through March 17th. You can watch it, I think, mostly on FS1.
Okay.
We've got 8 former Crosscutters who are on some of the international rosters. So I can list them all for you here. We've got one going as far back as he was with us in 2007. Playing for Australia, Tim Kennelly. Also playing for Australia, catcher Mitch Edwards. He was with us in 2019. Former Philly pitcher, and he pitched in the World Series last year for the Blue Jays. Right-hander Sir Anthony Dominguez. He's on the Dominican Republic team. Played for us in 2016. Outfielder Johan Rojas of the Phillies. Also playing for the Dominican Republic. He was here in 2019. Right-handed pitcher Vance Worley playing for Great Britain.
Oh, neat.
He was here in 2008. Now, this is an interesting story. He is eligible to compete for Great Britain through his mother, who was a Chinese national born in Hong Kong, which at the time was a colony of Great Britain.
Oh, yeah, okay.
So, that's how these guys get on these rosters. They're, say, American, but sometimes they're on international rosters. If they have Italian heritage, they might be on Italy.
Like their legacy.
Absolutely. Legacy. So, but we're all over. Puerto Rico, pitcher Yaxel Rios, who was with us in 2013, playing for Puerto Rico also. Left-handed pitcher Eduardo Rivera. He was with us during the draft league era just recently in 2021.
Neat.
And the great Ranger Suarez, left-handed pitcher of the Phillies, now free agent signee of the Red Sox with, over $100 million for him. Good for him.
Yes, yeah.
Rangers playing for Venezuela, and he was with us in 2016. So lots of former Cutters dotting those rosters for the World Baseball Classic.
Do you think that's really building the baseball knowledge in the world? I mean, we sort of had pockets around the world, and now Little League, of course, is turning into such a big thing on TV.
Right.
People are getting to play, and maybe it's coming around from all the countries.
I mean, it is an international game, and it's grown internationally, definitely, over the last couple of decades. And, the World Baseball Classic is, something that, many major leaguers just love to be on the rosters and play for their home country. So, it does. It really spreads the love of baseball all around the world.
Well, so we were talking about 100 years of Bowman Field.
Journey, well,
it was Bowman Field.
Yes. It's Journey Bank Ballpark now at historic Bowman Field.
That's how we say it.
But we are celebrating the 100th anniversary of historic Bowman Field.
So is that going to go into all the fun little promotions that we're going to have this summer?
Yeah, that's going to be our overarching theme of the season.
Neat.
So, we haven't announced our promo schedule, but people are up early listening to this or maybe listening online later. We're going to give them a few little scoops here.
That's what we want.
So the 100th anniversary celebration will involve a pin series that we'll have every Wednesday night. There'll be a pin commemorating the 100th anniversary, one aspect of it or another. We've got some stuff on opening night, obviously, because it's the first game.
The party.
Yeah, the first game of the season. So there's just a lot of promotions, big and small, that will celebrate this anniversary.
I know you're celebrating with us as a community, but will there be any private ceremonies for just your employees or just you guys?
No, just Bowman Field is for everyone. Yeah. And it was built as a community asset, and we'll really just be celebrating with the community. You'll see nice. The anniversary logo, everywhere, and pin giveaways and other things that we'll be doing all season, spotlighting the heritage and the history. So, we'll be doing it online, with a weekly historical post of something that took place over the last 100 years. We'll be doing it in the stadium on the video board every night, spotlighting something that happened over the last 100 years. So, it's 100 years, and the Cutters and our franchise, the Cubs before that, but our franchise has been here for a whole third of it. So 33 years of that 100 have been us. That's really cool.
It really is. And Gabe, you're at the helm of this, and you've been doing this for a while. And how does
33
that feel?
years.
How does that
it's
feel?
Great.
You're
it's
the
great.
man.
I mean, it's I'm extremely blessed to have this job and be part of this franchise in Williamsport. Never thought when we came here in the fall of 1993 that I'd be sitting here in 2026.
Yes.
Still talking about our team. I could not have fathomed what has taken place both for me and for our franchise over these last 30-plus years.
Well, I think you guys have all blessed us here as a community for sure.
Well, we take what we do, seriously, even though it's fun stuff. We are the caretakers of that facility now.
The legend.
There's a lot that goes along with that, and we don't take it lightly.
Working at the park, I mean, gosh, people can get little jobs and have experiences there too, like working in the concessions or doing other things, the people that watch the gate. Yeah,
most definitely. We have a couple of job fairs that we have coming up, one in April 22nd.
Okay.
And then May 13th from 5 to 6:30. You just come on in, you'll fill out an application, have a quick interview. We need ushers, we need ticket takers, we need people to work in food and beverage services, whether they're in the concession stands or they're waiters or waitresses or bartenders, all those kinds of things. We need people on the field crew to help our head groundskeeper. So lots of different jobs. There are more than just what I mentioned available. We still have internships available.
I was going to say, college kids are always around there doing their photography and different things and helping out the different aspects.
Yep, absolutely. So people can get in touch with me, Gabe, at crosscutters.com for information on our internships. There are also, the information's online at crosscutters.com. Tells you how to apply and all that stuff. So still openings. Great. We have them.
Okay, well, we got to get over there for the job fair, April 22nd, May 13th. That'll all be at crosscutters.com, that information.
Yes, absolutely.
And, of course, we can follow along the season. When does everything come about, like for season passes? Can you buy them now?
That's now.
Okay.
So season tickets, bonus book mini plans, schedule your groups out to the ballpark, your employee groups or your family reunion groups or your birthday parties for your kids.
First pitches,
all
too,
that
right?
stuff. First pitches, you can even throw a ceremonial pitch.
That's so cute.
Lots of different group opportunities available. They're all there at crosscutters.com. We have some really cool things that we offer up for groups, and our birthday parties are out of this world. So
in the Lumberjack Lounge or whatever you call that.
Our birthday parties are in the VIP field suite.
Okay.
Right down at field level. Down the third base line, holds 25 people. a great party spot.
I called it the Lumberjack Lounge. Is there anything like that?
No. Well, there's Loggers Landing.
Loggers Landing. That's what I
Yeah, up down the first base and right field line. So yeah, we don't do the parties up there, but another great spot to have a little party and to watch the game, and full bar service and concessions up there.
Sure.
And so much has changed at the ballpark in the 30 years plus that we've been there. It's just been a metamorphosis really of that facility. Still one of the oldest active baseball stadiums in the country.
It's right around the corner. We can
How about it?
It's a very wonderfully inexpensive evening out.
Yeah, tickets start at $8. Plus we have many, specials for veterans on Thank You Thursdays.
Oh, yeah.
They can show their military ID and get 2 complimentary tickets, courtesy of our sponsors. We're going to be starting something, again, that we haven't announced, but you can hear it here on Fridays, First Responder Fridays.
Oh, neat.
So anybody who works in the first responder field also could get 2 tickets to any Friday night home game.
Oh, that's a nice, relaxing evening.
Yeah, absolutely. Sure. So we have, that and other specials, throughout the week that people can take advantage of.
Well, I hope they do for the 100th anniversary of Bowman Field, Journey Bank Ballpark at historic Bowman Field.
June 2nd, 6:35. I even forget who we play. I think the Mahoney Valley Scrappers.
We've been saying the West Virginia Black Bears.
Oh, well, then maybe it is the West Virginia Black Bears.
I would believe you more.
I don't have, no, you have the info. I don't care who we play. I just need to know when.
That's right.
So
where do I stand?
Yeah, June 2nd. The gates will open at 5:30, and we'll have a lot of fun. We'll have our Meet the Cutters event a couple days prior to that at the ballpark. Just a whole lot of fun planned this year. Drone shows. We did our first ever drone show last year.
Yeah, that was great.
It was awesome. We're doing 2 drone shows this year.
Cool.
I mean, if you've never seen a drone show, you have to come out and see it.
It's so customized.
Yeah, when when it starts and you see it happening, it's one of those things where you say, I knew it was going to be cool, but it was way cooler than I even expected when it actually happened.
Yes.
So it was like, we have to do more of this. And so we're doing 2 drone shows, 5 fireworks shows, lots of fun giveaways. We're going to be, again, have not announced this to the general public, but we're going to be spotlighting Tom Sillo, who was a 58-year-old freshman football player for Lycoming College.
Yeah.
With his own bobblehead and a night in his honor.
I love it.
So that's happening in June. We play an international series in the MLB Draft League this year. The Canadian Junior National Team and the Mexican Junior National Team will be touring the league. We'll be hosting Mexico June 12th through 14th. Stay tuned for lots of announcements about that series.
Yeah.
We're going to have lots of fun with that. Those games count. They're not exhibition games. They count in the standings for us.
Okay.
So that's going to be pretty cool, too.
I'm looking forward to so many great things that we've never seen before.
Yeah.
Great. Gabe Sinicropi, you're amazing.
Oh, thank you.
These kind of interviews just go like, it's only been 5 minutes. But
exactly.
I love it. Gabe Sinicropi is the Vice President of Marketing for the Williamsport Crosscutters. We'll see you out there on the screen and on the field with all the people and,
yes, you
and Boomer.
Will. And we'll see you.
I'll be there, too.
All right.
Thanks for coming in on In Touch today.
Thank you. Hope to see everybody this summer at the ballpark.
In Touch is locally produced in our studios at 1685 4 Mile Drive in Williamsport. To get in touch with us for questions, comments, or topic ideas, call weekdays 570-323-8200 or email me at fhammer@backyardbroadcasting.com. For archived files of our In Touch shows, find our Backyard Podcasting link on any Backyard Broadcasting website or subscribe to our YouTube channel, Backyard Broadcasting. The programming discussed here on In Touch does not necessarily reflect the feelings or opinions of the management or staff. Thanks for listening to In Touch. Brought to you by Geisinger, Muncie, and Jersey Shore. State-of-the-art healthcare close to home.